keligwe me
na onye ọlụ nwere ụgwọ o
me ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
nna o
ọnụzọ
nke eluigwe o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
eze ebube meghere anyị o
ọnụzọ
nke ngozi o
me
o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
onye pụrụ ịnọchi ihe
ọnụzọ
nke eluigwe
me
meghere anyị o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
ọ dị onye pụrụ igbochi o
ọnụzọ
nke ngozi
me
meghere anyị o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe
eze ebube meghe o
ọnụzọ
nke ngozi o
me
meghe o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
nna meghe o ọnụzọ nke eluigwe meghe Jehova lee
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
ụmụ gị na-abịa n'ezie
ọnụzọ
nke eluigwe o
me
meghere anyị o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
ọ dị onye pụrụ ịnọchi ihe
ọnụzọ
ka mara o
me
meghe o
ọnụzọ nke eluigwe me
Yeah, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Yeah, the time is very short. We have just 20 minutes for this very, very important exposition. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. I, by the grace of God, Chukwu Kikabiama, I am the Deputy Minister of Communication, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And by his grace, I also double as the self-acclaimed armor bearer of the indomitable Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Dragon. And I want to bring to you, some of you, your mind may not have gone there, but I will make you think right now, take you back and bring you close. If you have been following our Prime Minister, you're welcome, Mommy, you're welcome. Eze Nwaifobi, you're welcome. It's been a bit of a long time. Thank you for having you once again. Onyenkem, you're welcome. Thank you so much. You know, if you have been following the Prime Minister from the inception when he connected with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and began his unparalleled analysis, you know, if you want to give an award of, you know, analytical exposition to anybody in this movement, nobody goes home with that award than our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Our leader, Onyendu, even said that he has a genre, he has a sophisticated way of doing it. And our leader wanted to give it a, you know, an anointed name. He said it is a new dimension, a new dimension. And now, you need to realize that before this time, the zoo have ensured that history is taken away from your schools. Nobody talks about Biafra. Nobody talks about Nigeria in the bad sense of it, or opens the nyash of Nigeria. Now, this will also prove to you that anybody that is telling you Simon Ekpa is working for the Nigerian government, come close, let me lecture you. Do you know that Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is now the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, started what he called changing the narratives. How many of you remember? Changing the narrative. Before he began, there was this narrative about Nigeria. One Nigeria, diversity in strength, strength in diversity. Oh, what a beautiful country. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, all those kind of things. Mazi Simon Ekpa opened our eyes to see that this diversity we were talking about is not good. It is dangerous diversity. And now he began what he called changing the narrative. He began to redirect us to the true narrative of the matter. He opened our eyes to the cocoa of the subject. Now, anybody that used to see Nigeria in a good light, when you come to the program, changing the narrative, you will now realize that that Nigeria you used to see as green, white, green is a terrorist sympathizing country, is an Islamic nation, is a wicked, evil entity. It is a nation that does not care for its own. It is a nation that consumes his own inhabitants. How can somebody that is working for Nigeria be able to do that? He opened the nyash of Nigeria. Now, where am I going? I'm going somewhere. There is one thing he made sure he achieved today. I am telling you, he is no longer doing his analysis that are top-notch, the way he used to do anymore, because now his office is so big, he's so busy, and he's going knocking at very important doors, and the doors are opening. So not much time to go into analysis the way he used to. But all the analysis he did. And do you know that YouTube were used in a way to make sure that all those analyses he did on YouTube, they were all removed from YouTube. But some intelligent people were able to cut out some of the bits that you now hear from our Prime Minister. Now, what did he achieve? He was titling his program Changing the Narrative. Changing the narrative. Changing the narrative. Now, the question I have for you today, did he succeed in changing the narrative? No, answer my question. Did he succeed in changing the narrative? Of course he did. 100% he changed the narrative. Today, nobody can ever report any beautiful thing about Nigeria anymore. Today, nobody will ever pass by without knowing that there is a people called Biafra, that this Biafra nation has been, marginalized, destroyed, humiliated, reduced. He changed the narrative. The history that you were not taught in school, he was teaching it on his platform on daily basis. YouTube, we are doing everything possible to stop it. Facebook, in fact, on Facebook, at a point, he was no longer able to open any Facebook channel with his name, Simon Ekpa. Whenever he types Simon Ekpa to open Facebook, Facebook will say no, 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 no. Why? Because his narrative changing were so dangerously effective. Changing the narrative from the dimension he was coming from was so dangerously effective that they had to tell Facebook, how many times did we call you? Stop this man. Stop him. Facebook stopped him. And Facebook, it was not enough. They went to YouTube and said, YouTube, stop this man. They stopped him. And you know what he did? As if he knew they were going to hit him hard because he was going to effectively change the narrative, he opened Enter Biafra. Oh my God, I don't know whether you people were following from the onset. Our Prime Minister today, he opened what we call Enter Biafra. What did he mean? What he meant was that you need to leave Facebook, you need to leave YouTube and enter Biafra. We all entered Biafra with the Prime Minister. Everybody entered Biafra by force. Even those that didn't know how to enter, they entered. Those that didn't have all these modern facilities, they tried everything they could to enter Biafra. All of us followed him and entered Biafra. And while we entered Biafra with him, he continued to change the narrative. And as he was changing the narrative, we were broadcasting it on different platforms everywhere. Oh, but do you know there was a day our Prime Minister was on Facebook? That is the day I knew that this man, if they allow him, he will set Facebook on fire. He was live on Facebook. That day, we had over 20-something thousand people watching. After that program, that is when Facebook and YouTube knew, if we leave this man, we are still managing to get some things from Nigeria. But if we allow this man, he will completely block every avenue that is left for us to get anything. Do you not see the way he effectively sealed all the pockets of Ndenzama? Right from his room in Finland, he used super glue to seal the pocket of Ndenzama. Ndenzama could not get a farthing anymore. Even when they open any channel to steal, it will go down. So, if you do not know what this prime minister have achieved, I am trying to bring your consciousness to it. So, this narrative that was changed now effectively made Biafra a household name. Biafra became a household name, and it projected from being a household name into a nation that people can look and say, this indeed is going to be a model of a nation in this 21st century. Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? You need to give credit to whom it is due. And you know what? He's not looking for your accolades because now my boss will speed and he will stop at nothing until he gets there. I shared one of the program, you know, he did those days, changing the narrative. He said, if only they knew about me. If only they knew. Oh my goodness me. If only they knew. I have somebody in my room this morning. Where have you been? Where have you been, brother?
Good afternoon, Pastor Bam.
You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Give us your update.
Actually, I missed your program. I'll be having some accommodation challenges, so it has not been giving me.
Don't worry. We'll sort it out. We always break through.
Yes, Pastor Bam. This your voice is very great. You know one thing, even the word of God said that the voice of the God is that the roaring lion, and the enemy hears this and trembles. In the same way, those that are genuinely children of God, when they speak, the enemy marvels. Just for example, now, just imagine our leader. Once our leader shout, that day shout, who is the bastard that we can't or not that I give every tremble? When you speak, even the enemies, even if they can't even have the boldness to even listen to our program, then when the voice of our prime minister, the rock, Okute Ofumbaja flow to speak in the person of our prime minister Samuel Ekpa, the enemies ran into bush. And Pastor Vam, seriously speaking, I am very, very happy and grateful and honored to be a Biafran this time. This time, it has never been more interesting than it can be this time. Even here in Cyprus, one man walked up to me, where are you from? I was like, is it a immigration office? I said, I'm from Biafra. You mean Eastern Nigeria? Yes, he said, I have been hearing about this nation. Tell me more about it. And I was being careful. I was thinking maybe this man, let it not be what I'm thinking. I saw this in imagination. He said yes, that he prays that this nation comes so that the influence of Africa here will reduce. He told me personally. He told me, and I'm happy about that. Then coming to all our Biafrans, you can see the light, that is this light in the end of the tunnel is now shining marvelously. What are we going to do? It's just the last trumpet that broke down the wall of Jericho. And how are we going to do it? Support this government. Now what the government have in hand now is our USBT. All of us are invest in it marvelously and support our defense forces. They are giving it to them with water. So Pastor Bambam, I saw a video clip where a zoo soldier was crying. His officer was telling him, don't cry because they have killed your this thing. I'm telling that zoo soldier that very soon, not even that your officer was dismantled by our apostle Ross. That is the same way you also will be dismantled. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I really appreciate this your coming. And I want to tell you that the lines will fall for you in pleasant places. Your heart for Biafra will pave way for you. That is what happens to us. We always succeed. Thank you very much, Machineke. I love you. Thank you. All right. You know, you see, our prime minister, we followed him and entered Biafra. All of us. They did everything to stop him. Hey, this man, you know recently, even WhatsApp tried to join the music. WhatsApp started attacking him. Immediately he moved into Telegram. Say, yeah, shit to Telegram. Do you know why? Because they know that this light, with the power he comes with and the speed is going, this trap we have held Africa in. This man may single-handedly do more than what Gaddafi did for Libya. He will do more than what anybody, any liberator have done. And they are trying to ostracize, trying to castrate, trying to stop him, trying to slow him down. And he is 1,000 miles ahead of them. Do you remember he prayed and said, give me 1,000 men wisdom. And that wisdom is intact. Now, he is building our own social media network channel. So that if all these people combine together and join together and say they want to shut us, already he has made Biafra a household name. He has made Biafra a moving train. He has been able to rob poto on Nigeria, left, right, and center. Anywhere you go now, you will see poto that have been robbed on Nigeria. Mazi now cannot rob his own. When Mazi Ekpa came, with his way of fighting brutally, like a dragon and a bull, he decided to finish all the remaining poto on their body. And right now, Nigeria, there is nothing to write home about Nigeria. Nothing. All thanks to our prime minister who continued with Mazi Okukano. Do you understand? So right now, the narrative he was trying to change, he changed it completely. So there was no need for him to be saying, changing the narrative. He already changed the narrative. Something that they thought it was impossible. Something they did everything to deny us, make it impossible to be done. One man mopo, one man soldier, one squadron general, one battalion leader. Hey, he did it. He did it. The whole world are looking and saying, wow. I'm telling you. And after all the bounties and everything, now they say they declare him wanted. And then when they declare him wanted, he will be dancing. Come and get me. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. He told them, he said, I will make sure I end this zoological republic. I will finish them. So now ask those idiots. I will tell you, hey, Nigeria employed him. Also, Nigeria employed somebody to make sure the person end Nigeria. Because there's nobody that have fired more catapult and more poto on Nigeria, more than our prime minister. Go back and look for all the messages of changing the narrative. Did you know that most of the things our prime minister was exposing in his changing the narratives, that most of the channels that try to do it, they find them in Nigeria. They give them fine. Nigeria Broadcasting Corporation give them fine of some of them 2 million, 5 million. People like Arise News, they also collected fine for trying to show all the evil things that Boko Haram are doing. They told them, don't show it to the world, so that the world will not know. Then the man that is single-handedly displaying it, showing it, on Enter Biafra, we can show all the bloody, gory, everything that they were doing. But on YouTube and Facebook, we couldn't do it. So on Enter Biafra, you know, when it comes to showing us all the atrocities, he will tell us, okay, those of you in YouTube and Facebook, oh yeah, you can close it now. Come to Enter Biafra and let me show you what the zoo are doing. Let's share it to the world, let the world see. And the whole world was seeing everything. Now you see that Biafra became the good guys, and Nigeria have been exposed to be known to the whole world as the bad guys, the evil guys, the evil blood-sucking demons. Who did it? Prime Minister Odogu Mazi Ekpa. He succeeded in changing that narrative he began to change. And today, nobody can tell you, don't talk about Biafra anymore. Nobody can tell you, Biafra is nothing. Today, in the market, you see some young boys singing songs about Biafra. You see people dancing about Biafra. You even see actors donning the outfit of Biafra. You see, songs about Biafra are on the airwaves. Do you think if it were not our Prime Minister, our leader, Ambassador Kano, who our Prime Minister followed his, his legacy, do you think anybody will be able to do the things that you are now seeing today going on? And all these Nzama people that he was able to seal their pockets. You see them, the only thing you see them doing today is that they are crying. All of them that said he is a nobody, he is nobody, he's a criminal. Now they have admitted that he is the one actually in charge. Somebody said that Darlington is crying. I would like to see the video where he's crying. Okay, back with ball bara. Because since you refuse to follow the light of God, which is Biafra, you choose to remain in the darkness of Nigeria. As that darkness will perish, you will perish with it. The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you. The Lord be gracious unto you and give you peace. I love you, but Chukwu Kikabiama loves you more. Please, you need to support this Prime Minister. He has done everything he promised to do. He changed the narrative. He is bringing you Biafra. The referendum is going on. Now, the declaration of Biafra that you all have been waiting for is about to take place. And then immediately takes place, we will defend our land. Just like every other nation that became a powerful nation today, that is the way they defended their land. Our own will not be different. Our own will not be different, but rather our own will be supersonically, different from their own. In a way, we will do it that, it will be so unique that even their own will be child's play compared to how we are going to defend our land. Somebody's calling me. I don't know why. Maybe you have something to tell me. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm on a live broadcast. Are you aware? I am on a live broadcast. Are you aware? Okay, call me by 7 p.m. Call me by 7 p.m. Call me by 7 p.m. Biafra time. Call me by 7 p.m. Biafra time. This one is not listening. She's just talking and I'm talking. She's not listening. All right, I love you. Okay? I'm going to see you later tonight in my next program. Until then, Uchineke. Commerciano.
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set Mazi the Kanu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwu Kikabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go build to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Tura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom. Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I judge bless Biafra. Chukwu Kikabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. They tried by the canories. This reckless Fulanis. They conquered the Lorraine. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle State every day, every day, every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Most I judge bless Biafra. Chukwu Kikabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dexinabe, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Batami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorist. They stop the people from farming, terrorist. Abubakar Malami. Terrorist mainstream media swami. Terrorists. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra and fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. 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 Most I judge bless.
You are welcome to the United States of Biafra Security Administration website, the only approved online portal for Biafra citizens' ID card application and event registration. Click on the register button on the menu list if you are a first-time visitor. Fill in your name, phone number, email, and preferred password to create your user account. Check your email inbox for the account verification link from Biafra Security Administration. Click on the Verify Here Now button in the email to complete the verification process. After verification, log in to your account. Upon login, a pop-up message will ask if you want to access the application forms. Click on Go to see the overview and the privacy statement page. Please read carefully and tap Agree and Submit button to view the online application form page. Choose between two types of application forms: the ID card application form and the non-ID card application form. Ensure you read through the descriptions of each before making your choice. Once you select your application type, the application form will open to you for you to fill. Fill the entire form with accurate information and upload any required documents. To avoid errors, jot down answers to questions on paper before completing the online form. After successful filling the application form, you will be redirected to the Jumio verification page to verify your identity. Ensure the uploaded identity document matches the one used for verification. After successful Jumio verification, proceed to the payment page to make payment for your ID card. Upon successful payment, you will receive email confirmation. Please allow up to 7 days for administrators to review your application and make approval. Ensure all information provided is correct to avoid rejection and account suspension for security reasons. Make sure you comply with directives and guidelines provided throughout the process. Thank you. For your event registration to Finland Convention, kindly click on the Events button on our website menu. This will direct you to the event page. Select the Finland Convention event. You will be taken to the login page. If you have an existing user account, log in with your email and password. Once logged in, access the convention application form. Fill out the form correctly and select your preferred ticket type. Click on the Pay Now button to make payment for your 2024 Finland Convention event tickets. After successfully submitting your application, wait for 7 days for administrators to review and approve your application. Upon approval, your event ticket will be emailed to you. Please ensure that your email address and all other information provided are accurate to avoid any issues with your application. See you all in Lahti, Finland from November 29th to December 3rd, 2024. Biafra, peace, unity, and freedom. Thank you. You are welcome to
Any place I stand is where I stand. I don't shift left and right. I stand where I stand until the end. Any place I stand is where I stand. I don't shift left and right. I stand where I stand.